Hello again, witchy people. Another baneful herbs, baneful plants, HedgeWitch View, and today, just to show the differences, I'm going to do water hemlock. So ditches, swamps, meadows across America and Canada is where you're going to find this extremely deadly plant. As with poison hemlock, it's clusters of white flowers across the top, and sometimes lacy foliage are very reminiscent of parsley. Funnily enough, wild parsley, coriander. Oh, what else? Wild parsley, coriander, carrots, wild parsnips. They're all the same sort of family, and they very closely resemble each other. The root is its most toxic part, and even one tiny nibble can cause nausea, headaches, dizziness, seizures, convulsions, and death. It has been mistaken for wild ginseng. But like I said, this is not something I know very much about because we don't have, or I've never seen water hemlock. Poison hemlock is more an English thing. Water hemlock is very definitely an American, Canadian native plant. So the scent of the water hemlock is quite pleasant. Now, you'll remember when I said about poison hemlock, it smells musty and dank like mice or dug up parsnips. Water hemlock is completely different. It smells slightly sweet, and it has such a pleasant aroma that when farmers have ploughed up their fields and uprooted these plants, the water hemlock, foraging animals and cows, farm animals, have been known to eat them because they are slightly sweet to the taste, slightly sweet to scent, and one water hemlock root can fell and kill a 1,600-pound cow. This is how dangerous this is. It is in fact within the root. If you cut the root, you get this like yellow viscous liquid. It's quite thick, and that's where most of the poison is inside the water hemlock, inside the root. Now, in Western United States and Canada, their grows are slightly different. I think there are 4 different types of water hemlock in America and Canada, but in Western America and Canada, there is this one species that grows with really thick, sturdy stems and huge umbels of flowers. The flowers are slightly bigger, the umbels are a lot bigger, and people have been known to pick them for decorative flower displays. Quite a risky thing to do, as you know, even a bit of sap on the skin can get into the bloodstream and wreak havoc and cause many problems. Now, folklore suggests that Solomon dipped his ritual spears and knives in hemlock. That's probably not true. Wrong area completely. However, Native Americans used it to poison spear tips, and that probably is true. Like I said, not my area of expertise. Not that I'm an expert on anything anyway. Not something I know a lot about. Right, as I said before, there are differences between poison hemlock and water hemlock. Their leaves are usually different. And whereas poison hemlock has a singular taproot that looks very much like an anemic carrot, the water hemlock has more of a root system, very much a tuberous root system. They have many roots coming down. Water hemlock is often mistaken for angelica, wild celery, pignut, wild carrot and wild parsnip. And it's mostly mistaken for wild parsnip or water parsnip, probably because they grow in the same areas, the same watery areas, the same sort of climate, so it's often mistaken for it. You can tell differences. So the differences are the leaves are different, but also at the base of the stems, the water hemlock has this almost like a bulbous growth at the bottom of the stems before the root system that the water parsnip or the wild parsnip does not have. So as with poison hemlock, water hemlock is associated with Hecate. Its ruling planet is Saturn. Its element is water, funnily enough. But there's little mythology, legend, folklore or magical uses for this particular plant. I think the USDA has determined water hemlock to be, see if I can remember this, the most violently toxic plant that grows in North America, which is why it's not used. So it's best avoided completely. Do not use it in magical workings. Do not go near it. Do not pick it. Do not anything. Stay away from it. It is incredibly dangerous. Whereas poison hemlock can give you almost a sedate, quiet death, water hemlock will not. It is a violent, terrible death. So stay away from it. Don't use it in magical workings at all. That's the best advice I can give. Find something else. So there you go. That's my quickie little HedgeWitch view on water hemlock. I'll be back next time, hopefully with either foxglove or mistletoe, something like that. Okay, thank you for watching, witchy people. Bye bye for now.